Hey, this is Dr. Len, and since 2004, I have helped thousands of your colleagues secure mutually beneficial referral relationships with COIs like CPAs, accountants, and attorneys in order to receive a steady flow of pre-qualified, ready to get started referrals and new clients every month. And on this video, I want to tell you the 5 things that I teach that you should never do if you also want to secure referral relationships and like the idea of receiving those pre-screened, pre-qualified, ready to sign on the dotted line new clients every month. The first one, as you can see on the screen, is never engage in a you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of relationship. Hey, Bob, you refer one to me and I'll refer one back to you. This is old, antiquated strategies that have been taught in your profession for decades. This is no longer applicable. This no longer applies to the type of viable referral relationships you are likely looking for. Here's why. On the one hand, most COIs are afraid to refer to you because they don't trust you and they don't want to risk their reputation or their relationship with their client by referring to the wrong person. Well, one of the ways that you can build trust is by getting them to know, like, and trust you over time, and by communicating how and why you are better / different than everyone else. Engaging right off the bat in a you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of relationship will likely yield nothing for you. If you ask 9 or 10 of your colleagues, it is likely that those 9 or 10 colleagues will tell you that they have referred out but have never received anything back. And that's because the foundation of understanding has not been established. And the foundation of understanding that I'm talking about is, in fact, that process of getting them to know, like, and most importantly, trust you so that when they refer a client to you, they know that you're going to do everything you possibly can to help that client and make that referring COI look like a hero for referring them to you in the first place. This is the plan. This is the part of the process that the overwhelming majority of your colleagues are missing. And so that's why I'm advising you to not engage ever in a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type of relationship, because they never work. Let's move on to the second of 5 things you should never do. Let's pretend that you had a good phone call or Zoom meeting or face-to-face meeting with a CPA, accountant, or attorney, and I want to pretend that they have not reached back out to you in any way for a week or two. Well, the last thing that you want to do after that initial meeting is start emailing or calling them over and over again, asking what's next, how would you like to proceed, what should we do, can you refer somebody to me? Remember, this is like a dating process, and you don't want to ruin that foundation of understanding that you've created, assuming it's a good one, on that first call, Zoom meeting, or face-to-face meeting. You want to be able to play that game a little bit and wait for them to reach back out to you. Now, having said that, if they don't reach out to you or they don't email you, it's totally cool for you to reach out to them a few weeks later, say 3 weeks later, and see where you stand. You're looking to see whether you have any traction with that COI. If they reply to you, you do. If they don't, I would advise against continuing calling and emailing them, because it is likely that they're not interested in pursuing a referral relationship with you. Let's move on to number 3, which is asking for a referral. This is a huge mistake that so many of your colleagues make. And again, after over 24 years of working with your colleagues, you would be shocked at the number of your colleagues that ask for a referral on their very first meeting, phone call, or Zoom meeting. And this is an absolute no-go. Do not ask for a referral, not on the first call, not on the second call, not on the third call. Remember, the process and the plan is to earn their trust, get them to know, like, and trust you at such a high level that they are excited to start referring to you. This is what I teach my clients to do, and we call it the expert positioning and rapid trust building process. Your job is to get them to understand why you are better / different, and to use a trust building process where they understand that they can refer their clients to you and they have nothing to worry about in terms of your skill, your knowledge, your experience, and your ability to take care of their client in a very professional way. So stop asking for referrals. The fourth thing you don't want to do is stop by their office unannounced. I call this the drop by. And while this may make theoretical sense, to some of your colleagues. The unannounced drop by, where you just stop by to say hello and introduce yourself, let them know who you are and what you do in the area and why you're great and why they should work with you or why they should refer to you, or is the perfect recipe to never work with that CPA, accountant, or attorney, because they're not looking for drop-by visitors. They don't want people dropping by unannounced, and potentially even worse, and I'll talk about this in a second on number 5, you don't want to seem desperate. If you've got plenty of time to just drop by their office and sit down to talk with them about yourself and how you may be able to work together and why it might be great to work together or refer to each other, this is a killer in the referral relationship recipe when you look desperate for referrals or new clients. And number 5 is stop chasing COIs. Stop sending all of those cold messages on LinkedIn, because guess what? You and dozens of your other colleagues are sending the same cold messages on LinkedIn, trying to get a reply, trying to get a response, trying to book a meeting, phone or otherwise, in order to see if we may be able to work together. Remember, the last thing you want to do in the mind of CPAs, accountants, and attorneys in your area is look desperate and look needy, because they have all of the clients that you could ever handle. And if one of their clients should ask them about you, what you don't want is for that CPA, accountant, or attorney to say, you know, he or she keeps messaging me on LinkedIn all the time, trying to book a meeting with me, trying to grab coffee, trying to set up a Zoom call. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how busy they are. They seem to have plenty of free time. They seem to be desperate for new clients. I'm not sure about them. And the last thing you want is for you to be them. So stop chasing in every way. Instead, start using your expert positioning in your market, describing and defining how and why you're better / different than everyone else, why you are uniquely qualified, and how you can help people in a way that no one else can. That will turn you into a high-powered human magnet where CPAs, accountants, and attorneys in your area will want to learn more about you, how and why you do what you do, your services, your solutions, and how you may be able to help them and their clients. That is part of a multi-step process that we use over here in Market Domination World to help our clients easily attract 10, 20, 30 or more CPAs, accountants, and attorneys that want to work with and start referring to them every month all year long. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye for now.